Hello, my name's Brook Ward. I'm the President CEO of the Washington Health System. It's my honor to be back with you as part of our ongoing Friday video series where we give you updates about what's going on in the world around us. I want to start by recognizing our annual 4th of July celebration that took place last weekend. We had over 50 Washington Health System employees participate on July 3rd at the Greater Canonsburg Area Annual 4th of July Parade. This was a parade that was set up this year to celebrate and recognize essential workers who helped during the COVID-19 pandemic. And I know from talking to some of our team members throughout the entire parade, they heard people clapping and yelling thank you to them. And they talked about how nice it was to see patients, family, friends, neighbors in our community come out to recognize not only them, but other essential workers and do that in person. It was a great event. I know we appreciated seeing you in person and receiving your thanks. Hopefully you were there and got a chance to celebrate as well. Now moving on to our next topic about Pennsylvania mitigation efforts for COVID-19. As we all know at this point, the mitigation efforts have come to a conclusion, which means masking has stopped in the state of Pennsylvania as well. Now there are some exceptions to that. One is the fact that businesses and organizations, if they choose, can continue to keep a mask mandate in place. And it's incumbent on all of us to respect those wishes, and I would encourage you to do that. Now in healthcare, including all of the Washington Health System locations, we're still under the Pennsylvania Department of Health and the CDC guidelines that require masking of everyone, not only us as employees, but you as patients and visitors. So when you come to all of our sites, except for the Washington Health System, Wilfred R. Cameron Wellness Center Athletic Club, except for that spot, everywhere else you're required to wear a mask. So again, we're just following the government rules and guidelines. We'd encourage you to respect that and wear a mask when you come to our facilities. Otherwise, you're free to go about without wearing a mask at this point. Now, changing subjects, talking about the vaccine. We continue to monitor the vaccine activity not only in our area and across the state. Currently in Washington County, there were 47% of our citizens who are fully vaccinated. And in Greene County, it's a little bit less. Now, that's up from 41% last month for the county of Washington. Now, I was looking at the data yesterday, 66% of the people in Washington County have at least one dose or are fully vaccinated, and 45% in Greene. So Greene County, we need to get you caught up. But going back to Washington County, so 66% have at least one dose, 47% are fully vaccinated. So that means there are 19% of the people out there that got one dose of either Pfizer or Moderna, but are not fully vaccinated. So some of you might have gotten your vaccine in the last couple weeks, but not 19% of you. So there's a big chunk of people out there who are not fully vaccinated and are not protected. In addition, if you take the 66% who have at least one dose, that means there are 34% of the population in Washington County that have no vaccination whatsoever. Now, I don't want to be alarmist, but we have all heard the news about the Delta variant, which is more contagious and more deadly than the other versions. And at this point, there is no excuse not to get the vaccine. In the month of June, across the entire U.S., over 99% of all people who died of COVID had no vaccination. And we're over 4 million people worldwide who have died during COVID. There's no reason you need to be one of them. Please get vaccinated. It's safe, it's effective, and it works. Now, we've been adjusting our vaccine clinics based on demand, as you know, all along, and we've been making changes as the demand goes down. And I would happily open them back up if more of you come in. So let's make that happen. But right now, as you know from our last video, the Pierce Township Rec Center is closed. The Washington Health System Greene Clinic, we're going to close that on July 14th. And the clinic we're running at the Washington Hospital and the Stout Center, we're going to close on July 27th. Now, with all that said, in the month of August, after July 27th, we're going to have vaccination available within our employed physician practices in both Washington and Greene County. So you can still get it from us. It's just going to be through our employed practices. And of course, you can get it from lots of other doctors' offices, other hospitals, almost every pharmacy, Walmart, Sam's Club, etc. There are tons of locations where you can get the vaccine close to where you live or where you work. If you want to find a vaccine provider, you can go to www.vaccine.gov to find the list of where they're at. And of course, if for some reason we need, as a Washington Health System, open up large mass vaccination clinics again in the future, we can do that. But it's important for those of you who have not been fully vaccinated, even if it's over 21 days, come in and get your second dose so you are fully vaccinated. And for those of you who haven't got nothing, please don't wait. It's not worth risking your life over at this point. Now, changing subjects, I want to talk about two fun things. One is the Whiskey Rebellion Festival. This is a festival that's been going on, I believe, a decade at this point. The Washington Health System's been a sponsor almost that entire time, and I'm honored that in 2021 we will be a sponsor again of the Whiskey Rebellion Festival. Because of COVID, it's going to be limited activities this year. It's going to take place this Saturday, July 10th from noon to 10. There won't be any merchandise vendors this year, but there'll be live music, food, street theater, and lots of other activities. I'm going to be there myself at noon for the opening ceremonies. If you want to say something, come down and meet me. Feel free to join me there that day. It's going to be great to get out and celebrate our history that goes back to the Revolutionary War. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. In addition, on August 6th, about a month from now, the Washington Health System Foundation is going to have their annual charity clay shoot down in Hunting Hills in Greene County. We'd love to see you there as well. I'm going to participate in that event. Love to see you participate either as a single shooter, a team, or even as a sponsor. If you want details on that, you can go to our website, whs.org/foundation, and click on the special events button. I'd love to see you there participating with us. Those are our updates for this month. I hope you found this information useful. Thank you for taking some time to listen. I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer. Stay safe. Our next video will be on August 6th.